A drug hit from this test may suggest he's carrying packages inside his body. And with another extremely high trace, the man has more explaining to do. From the man's demeanor, it seems he's less than happy about being stopped.
I'm sorry, you've got to go somewhere, sir, but we'll do this as quick as we can. That's what you believe.
The man's anger at being stopped creates more suspicion that he has something to hide.
So where are you off to then? Where are you off to? Where are you off to now? Sorry? You just want to go home? Where's home? Sorry?
If you open it, put it again, please, like the same.
Well, I'll do my best, but, you know, if you're not happy the way we do it, then you can sort it out for yourself, can't you?
What do you mean I sort out myself?
Well, I'll open it the best that I can. If you want to, do you want to unwrap it for me?
You know why? Listen to me.
Do you want to unwrap it so you can wrap it back up how you want,
Yeah, exactly.
or do you want me to just cut it open? I'm happy for you to unwrap it.
You can use machines or
No,
whatever.
that's... I'm going to have a look.
I'm not happy what you're doing right now.
Well, that's fine. If you're not happy, sir.
Honestly.
If you're not happy, there's a complaints procedure you can follow after we've done this.
I need to talk to somebody you see.
Well, no. At the moment, we're going to look in this box, all right? Now, do you want me to cut it open?
I don't want the camera, please. All right. Take it the pieces. Say it's thanks.
Yeah, well...
The machine. You don't have to open it.
Listen, I don't tell you what to do for your job. You please don't tell me what to do for mine, and then we'll get on just fine, won't we? What's this?
This is drugs.
Sorry?
Check them.
Will you tell me what it is before I get there? You tell me you know what's in the bag.
It's kind of sweets.
What's that one do?
Huh?
What's that for?
This?
Yeah.
Medication?
For what?
For headache.
For a headache?
Someone took this drink.
The man's nonchalant answers are proving just as much of a headache for Mike.
What's that off? What is it? It's your nationality, is it? Who's the other fella? You don't know.
Having found nothing of significance in the man's bag, his shoes are swab tested for any traces of drugs.
I'll just swab the shoes feel a little heavy, and I'll just swab the inside of them to see if we've got a trace reading. As you can see, there's a small trace reading for heroin. Just going to pop them through the X-ray now.
Heroin use is widespread in Morocco, and Mike is concerned that the passenger may be concealing the drug in his shoes.
Now to be honest, that looks exactly what I'd expect to see. Looks fine. Okay, so thanks for your patience. You start putting that back if you want to. Well, you can repack it if you want to. I mean, the legal obligation is passengers are legally obliged to open and repack their baggage when requested to do so. Just speeds things up for you. I know you're in a rush.
The man is clearly unhappy about the whole incident. Searching passengers and their luggage is part and parcel of the UK Border Agency's role. It's a necessary process, and for the officers, courtesy goes a long way.
There you go. Thanks for your time and your patience. We're very well aware that the majority of people are perfectly innocent travellers going about their normal day-to-day life. The guilty don't wear labels, and it can make our job a lot easier if people are compliant and pleasant with us rather than perhaps trying to see things that aren't there.
At Gatwick Airport, a plane has just come in from Kingston in Jamaica, a known source area for illegal drugs. As the last of the passengers pass through the customs channels, officers stop a woman who's just arrived home in the UK. After a routine baggage search and an ion scan swab test of her suitcase, traces have been found for cocaine. Despite the woman's protest, her suitcase is taken away for further tests.
I've done an ion scan on the bag. I mean, she's adamant she hasn't come anywhere near drugs. She's adamant there's nothing in there, but I've got to find out why. I've got a reading for 2.55. What do you do for a living?
I was writing for a magazine out there.
What does your partner do?
He's a musician. Yeah, what is the situation?
Well, I'm still getting readings for cocaine. So you said you're travelling with your partner. I need to have a chat with him as well to see if we can find out why we are getting the readings.
The woman starts to become agitated with the suggestion that she's been involved with cocaine.
I'm not saying you've got it. All I'm saying is at the moment...
There's no actual cocaine.
Well, I haven't found any, so that's good. But I still need to find out why I am getting these readings. It might be that your boyfriend will be able to throw some light on it. I don't know until I've spoken to him.
But if he can't throw any light on it, what happens?
Well, at the moment, until I've spoken to him, I can't say what's going to happen.
Whilst waiting for the woman's boyfriend to arrive from immigration, officers become intrigued by some prescription drugs in the woman's hand luggage.
Blimey, it's a strong medication. It certainly sounds it by that.
What if that could have set it off?
Pardon?
With questions to be answered, the woman's Rastafarian boyfriend is hurried through immigration. But he too is less than happy at the suggestion he's been involved with
And
cocaine.
it can happen from anything. You can have touched something that somebody else has
No, I
touched.
haven't touched nothing.
But you don't know that. You might have touched the, listen to me, you might have touched the airlines.
Just relax, yeah.
You can pick up traces of drugs from anywhere.
Yeah.
You can pick them up from train
Well,
seats, you
so
can
she-
pick them up
yeah.
from airline seats, you can pick them up from being in nightclubs, pubs,
No,
bars,
we're not in
anywhere.
nightclub.
No, but this is what I'm saying to you. This is you can pick traces of drugs up, okay? And that can then contaminate the contents of your suitcase.
Okay, well-
So what we need to do is we need to make sure that's all.
I'm a reggae artist, you know.
Okay.
And my wife, not.
With neither passenger offering an explanation, further searches will be conducted to get to the bottom of the cocaine traces.
So as a Rasta then, do you use cannabis?
Yeah, I use cannabis, but I don't have none neither. Better when this one to find traces of cannabis, because I smoke cannabis. But no other drugs, I don't deal with crack and cocaine.
That's fine.
We also ban it, we have the
That's
money in the
absolutely
Royal Bank of
fine.
Scotland, too, so we not transfer drugs and push drugs.
But you see, where you say that you're a reggae artist, okay? So where you do that,
Yeah.
there could be people there who smoke
Well,
drugs
that's
and smoke.
with me, Mama, man.
cocaine?
And I'm clean.
Yeah, but
Like
do you
the
see what I'm
whistle.
saying?
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So you could have picked up traces of drugs from
Yeah,
there.
but
You wouldn't know that you'd
It's
done
very-
it.
It's very hard for to label my lady like that, you know? You understand?
Officer Hazel takes the man's suitcase to the X-ray, but her colleague Sam thinks she might have worked out what's causing the high traces of cocaine.
We just have to check your partner, but what I think is happening is because of the drugs you're taking, it's reacting for the cocaine test. And that's probably all it is.
I've
Is
never
that,
even seen cocaine. I don't even know what it looks like.
yeah, but that's what it is. I think that's what it is. It's because you've got really strong medication. And I think that's where it is, because you're taking it. When you sweat, it goes into your pores, and then it goes onto your clothing, then you're putting the clothing in your suitcase. And that's what's contaminating it.
Hazel's search of the man's suitcase comes back clear as well.
Okay. That's fine.
You okay, princess?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm all Chris, man. Everything Chris.
Despite the questioning, the couple are happy to accept that it's been a necessary interrogation by the officers.
Thank you for being understanding. Sorry for delaying you. Okay? Right, bye-bye.
He was fine because I sprang him out the queue and he was absolutely fine. He was charming, chatty, and the minute that you mention drugs, cocaine specifically, he was not happy at all. He's Rastafarian and to my understanding they use cannabis and don't have much to do with cocaine, but he got quite cross up here, but then he called me princess, so I figured it wasn't too bad. Nobody ever calls me
I
princess.
think they felt better when I said I think it's the medication.
Yeah.
In Birmingham, officers have just minutes to decide what to do with the man carrying over £4,000 in cash. Having lied about the amount of money he was carrying, background checks have been conducted, which have brought up more lies.
Do you know what being arrested is?
Not arrested.
No. You've never been arrested?
No.
Right. Well, our records show differently, sir. And our records also show you had goods seized at this airport as well. You said you'd never been in trouble with customs? No, you don't remember that either? No. OK, just wait for the other...
The PNC's got checks coming back for bringing in cigarettes into the Birmingham airport. 1,400, that was last year.
Despite his previous offences, Today, the main concern is the £4,000 in cash, which may be illegal income. Having failed to pay any taxes for the previous 2 years, officers decide to seize the money as they suspect him of tax evasion.
There is money, it's not money, no any money.
We haven't got time now to talk about the money, but you need to make a decision on whether you're going to travel or whether you're going to stay here to answer further questions in relation to the money and miss your flight. That's your decision. You're free to go, but the money's not free to go. You understand?
You can miss your flight and stay to speak with us, and you won't be flying today, or you
No
can
flight today.
or you can go on the flight now, but your money will be staying here and will go before the magistrate in 48 hours. So you have to make a decision, sir. Do you want to fly, or do you want to stay?
Reluctantly, he hands over all of his cash.
I don't want to handle the cash.
His case will go to court, and he'll have the chance to appeal the seizure when he returns to the UK.
And that's the reasons why the money's been taken from you, OK? Thank you.
With just seconds to spare, the man and his wife catch their flight, minus their cash.
If we hadn't done the last check about what taxes he'd paid, what benefits he'd been claiming, he would have been on that flight with that money. Because we did the check, we found out he hadn't paid his taxes, which therefore is a proceed of crime. So therefore his money's gone.
At Birmingham Airport, it's the start of a busy evening shift. A flight has just come in from Gran Canaria, and Officer Mike is scanning suitcases for excessive quantities of cigarettes.
We're X-raying the baggage through this felt scanner here, looking primarily for cigarettes or tobacco, but there is a chance we may find offensive weapons such as flick knives or throwing stars and things like that.
Passengers arriving back from Gran Canaria have a strict allowance of just 200 cigarettes.
Okay, that one's got some square shapes in that may indicate tobacco. We'll have another look at that one in a moment.
Having found a large quantity of cigarettes on the X-ray, Mike will be keen to ask the owner of the suitcases a few questions. A man in shorts and a blue jumper collects one of the bags from the luggage carousel, and as he proceeds through the Nothing to Declare channel, Mike steps in to intercept him.
Hello there guys, just step over this way a second. Just come over to the bench for me. Can we look at your passports please? Not travelling with anyone else? Not travelling with anyone else, no. Just been a family holiday, is it? Yeah, how long have you been away?
The days.
Yeah. Where to?
Gran Canaria.
Okay. Whose name was it booked in? Who actually did the booking? I thought you said you weren't with anyone else.
No, 3 of us. I didn't even have it.
Oh right, so you were travelling with these people, yeah?
Yeah, when you
Right.
said 2 adults.
Well no, I did say if you travelled with anyone else and you said no, but it's not a problem, okay. Yeah, you know what you can't bring in? Drugs, guns, knives, weapons, indecent material, stuff like that? Yeah, okay. You wear the cigarette restrictions from Gran Canaria? I can tell by the face. Okay, not sure. Okay, something you want to tell me?
Yeah.
Cigarettes? Okay, how many have you got?
I genuinely don't know.
You don't know?
Genuinely.
Do you know how many you're allowed to have? No? 200? One sleeve, one packet? Have we gone bust?
200 sleeves, I think so.
200 sleeves? Okay, I guess we better have a look then, eh?
The man confesses to being way over his allowance.
Who are they for? Nope. Fair enough, I appreciate your honesty, mate. First time you've been caught? First time you've been caught? First time you've done it? Last time was what I've done.
First time or not, it's going to be an expensive lesson.
Oh dear me. You did realise that there is a limit when you'd actually become an arrestable offence. Okay, and you're going to be close. It depends on the value.
The man's friend who booked the tickets is also carrying 3 suitcases full of cigarettes. It's now a question of what penalty they face.
You have 36,000. It's a rather impressive 35,600 over the limit, because obviously the baby's not entitled to any. She's not yet 17.
With the man's friend also carrying a further 36,000, the total haul is just under the amount where they would have been arrested.
That one is a warning letter. Now, obviously, as you know, you sailed very close to the wind this time, and there is no other sanction than seizure. Okay, there's no fine, there's no penalty, there's nothing else. The warning letter is there to say
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again, because next time it may be more serious, okay?
Yeah.
It's a lucky escape for the two men, whose audacious attempt at smuggling cheap cigarettes would have netted them a profit of over £2,000 each.
Quite happy, did some checks on the people involved in both parties, and myself and my colleague were happy that they were first-time offenders from a customs point of view. Needless to say that the records will be maintained on them, and should they try and make another attempt, more punitive action may well be taken.
We saw this guy a couple of months ago. He comes up with a different reason for travel each time. He comes up with a different background story each time. For some reason, he doesn't want to tell us exactly what he's doing.
Okay, now you told me that you wanted to come and live in the UK.
Yeah.
Yes? Is that what your trip is all about? You're coming over here?
Yeah, because I want to find that out. If I like it, but I want to find that out if I really, really like it to stay here.
I've stopped him before, and he had a laptop case. And when we did the iron track on the laptop case, it gave us the highest I've ever seen. And he was very inconsistent with his story at the time. So we body scanned him, we x-rayed him at the hospital, that was all negative, and we had nowhere else to go, we had to let him go.
Having found massively high traces of drugs on the passenger in the past, officers must again rule out the possibility that he may be carrying drugs this time.
From what I can make out, he actually missed the flight yesterday, so he's come in today, he's going home again tonight. He's saying that he just wants to come over here to see what it's like to live in the UK, but I'm not really very happy with what he's telling me. I'm not really very happy with, I don't know, something's not hanging together right here. I'm not happy, but at the same time I can't persecute the guy.
No, you can't.
A swab test is conducted on his bag for any traces of drugs.
So I'm just going to see if I can get any readings from the bag here.
And a positive reading for cocaine leaves Officer Sarah with yet more questions.
Have you got a hit off his bag?
Yes.
How high?
1.96.
No, not as high as last time.
Oh, a bit high.
What did you say he does for a job?
He works in a magazine section behind a shop.
See, last time he said he was involved in his family gold business.
The inconsistent job history, along with the lack of evidence, is beginning to frustrate.
I don't want to persecute the guy, but at the same time, there is a lot of stuff that's not adding up.
What we will do is search him to see if we can find anything on his person, any papers, large sums of cash, anything at all, which could indicate the real reason for his travel to the UK, which obviously he doesn't want to tell us about.
I'm really not very happy about some of the things that you've said to me today. You're not here for very long. So for that reason, I've had a search authorised. So some male officers here are going to take you into the room away from the public view, and they'll just give you a rub-down search, okay?
Whilst hoping they may find some concrete evidence to explain the man's suspicious story, it doesn't take long to make a decision.
Okay.
Nothing found means he's free to go.
If you just grab your bag,
Yeah.
and then just make your way through to the exit. Good luck to you in finding a job and working out where you want to live. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
It's an inexplicable outcome for the officers.
His story, his reasons for being here are unbelievably vague. Doesn't really all add up. Who knows?
In Gatwick's North Terminal, a plane has just come in from Port of Spain via St. Lucia. Flights from the Caribbean are a popular transit route for drug smugglers, and officers working in immigration have concerns about one particular passenger. As he collects his suitcase from the luggage carousel, Officer Paul escorts him through to the customs channels.
Do you have anything to declare to customs? Cigarettes, alcohol, drugs, firearms? One bottle of alcohol, okay.
Sniffer dog Bren also shows an interest in the passenger.
He showed an awful lot of interest in this gentleman here. Didn't as such indicate, but it gave me enough information to say, yeah, I want that looked at.
Okay, sir, need to ask some questions about your luggage. Has anybody given you anything at all to bring here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Trinidad.
Okay.
Sending things.
So when did you arrange this trip?
Well, she arranged this trip last month.
Last month?
Yeah, she told me last time she was in Trinidad to get her passport and she was invited to come up
And who bought your ticket?
She did.
Do you know what she does for work?
Pardon?
Do you know what your auntie does for work here?
No.
No, you don't know that.
Paul conducts a thorough search of the man's bags for any signs of drugs.
So in Trinidad, you're a fisherman, yeah? Yeah. And how much do you get paid doing that then?
Well, I'm self-employed.
You're self-employed?
So,
Depends how many fish you catch.
depends on how many fish.
So what are you intending to do while you're here?
Just visit.
And what made you want to visit this country?
Well, my aunt, she told me come up and see the autumn, how the leaves fall and whatnot.
But the man's story about the seasons doesn't convince.
So you've come here to see autumn, have you? Wow. It's your first time of travel. So you've never even been to another Caribbean island or anything? I can leave that with you, and I'll have a chat with my boss, and I'll be back with you in a minute, all right? Just ticking a lot of boxes, mate.
Yeah.
Very potentially, third party, his auntie bought the ticket, he's got 300 Trinidad and Tobago dollars with him.
That's it.
He's never even travelled abroad before.
The dog did show interest in
On his body. This groin area, should we do strip? Yeah, good stripping. Hello, sir. I want to do a search on you, okay? To make sure you don't have anything on your body. What we'll do is we'll go to a private room, okay?
Suspecting he may have swallowed packages of drugs, the man is led away for further investigation.
What I want to do on you is strip search, okay? Because the dog showed an interest around the groin area, okay?
Okay, I understand.
Officer Paul conducts a thorough search of the passenger, but he's not found to be hiding anything.
You're not intending to stay here, no?
No.
You sure?
Positively sure about that.
But you don't have a return ticket, no?
They told me I have to return on the 14th of November.
Yeah.
But I didn't get any thing as yet, so...
There's one final way of finding out whether the man is smuggling drugs inside his body.
Another way people can bring drugs in the country is to have it inside them. Yeah.
Oh.
We have a machine which can do an X-ray. You okay to do that for us?
Why not?
Why not? Okay, good man.
The fisherman volunteers to do a full body X-ray. It will take just moments to find out if he's got drugs inside him.
Right, come up here and I'll show you. Right, this is conveyor belt, okay? Okay, so you're going to stand on this, stand up here, and it's going to move when I say, face this way, no, face this way. Alright, come closer to me here, that's it, legs apart a bit more. Alright, you need to stay very still, otherwise it won't work and we'll have to do it again, okay? Alright, it's going now, breathe, and breathe out.
Okay, sir, thank you very much.
Despite their suspicions, this time the X-ray shows there are no packages inside the man's body.
My colleague upstairs still has an interest in you, okay? He's basically a fisherman in Trinidad and Tobago. He doesn't earn very much money. His ticket was bought yesterday by a third party, which is supposedly an auntie, but he doesn't know what that auntie even does for a job or anything like that. Basically, his story and his reasons for coming here not only drew our attention, but also the immigration officials upstairs. So unless possibly they can find this auntie and she could substantiate why he's here, he may be on the next flight home. We'll have to see.
The man was questioned further by officers in immigration and was eventually denied entry into the UK. Across at Gatwick's North Terminal, officers are busy processing passengers entering the country. A flight has just arrived from Trinidad and Tobago, and passengers disembarking the flight are being assessed by drugs detection dog Lottie and Officer Claire. Documents are checked at immigration, and passengers are questioned about the purpose of their visit to the UK. One passenger's story in particular has caused concern. A lone female has given a number of suspicious reasons for entering the UK.
Right, okay, we're going to go in here now, okay, have a look at your luggage, okay. First of all, I have to ask you if you've got anything to declare to customs.
No.
Any alcohol, tobacco,
no.
Cigarettes?
Nothing like
and
that.
Do you understand it's illegal to bring some things here?
Yeah.
Like controlled drugs, offensive weapons? You understand that?
Yes.
Got nothing like that?
Nothing like that.
Okay.
The woman told immigration she's planning to visit her fiancé before traveling to France. But alarm bells started ringing when it emerged she had just $60 to fund her entire trip.
And is this all of your luggage? Yeah. Did you pack it all yourself?
My mom.
Your mum?
Yeah, helped me.
Were you there when she packed it?
I was in the bedroom. I was in bedroom getting ready.
Do you fully understand what's in the suitcases?
Yes, I have my...
Okay. Has anybody in Trinidad given you anything to bring here for them?
No.
And your friend is meeting you here?
Yes.
Yeah, okay. When did you meet him?
I met him last year.
Okay.
He asked me if I would like to come visit, so...
The woman seems surprised to have been stopped. And although she's cooperating fully, officers will conduct a thorough check of all of her bags to ensure she's carrying nothing illegal.
When did you get the ticket?
I got the ticket sometime last week.
Yeah. Why did you only get the ticket last week?
Oh, because he sent me a cash from me.
Oh, he's paid for the trip for you?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
A swab test is conducted on the woman's belongings as the search continues through her cases. And a trace reading for cocaine deepens the intrigue. With nothing else found hidden in the woman's luggage, Officer Kevin wants to conduct an X-ray to see if she's carrying drugs inside her body.
What we've got is a body scanner. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
You don't mind going through that?
I don't mind at all.
No? If we do that, and hopefully you'll be able to get on your holiday.
Kevin approaches his superior to get approval for the body scan.
I'm just going to body scan her. Right. She's, I've run it past her and she's quite happy to do it. Okay. Just to make sure.
Yeah, so she's going to do it as a voluntary.
Yeah.
In just a few moments, officers will find out if they were right to be suspicious.
Okay, what you need to do, you just need to stand on here like this, okay, with your hands by your side, all right? And then when the officer says, take a deep breath and hold it, and then this will move, and it will go through and then stop. Do you understand? Okay. Yeah, just go on there like that, yeah.
Go very slowly, you won't bang into the wall. Are you ready to go now?
Yeah.
That's great. Here we go.
I can't see any regular shapes, Kevin, to be honest, in the areas we're looking at. No, I don't think so.
We're happy that she doesn't have anything inside her, which is the main reason for using the body scan. There's a possibility that she might have a package inside her bra, which has been known in the past. The definitive thing is to actually do a search, which wasn't done before this body scan. So we'll do that, and then we'll find out exactly if there is anything there or if there isn't.
The woman is led back to a private interview room where the search will take place.
Just take a seat over there.
Okay, sure.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so what's going to happen is, okay, because we can't tell what it is, the female officer's going to search you, all right?
Okay.
Okay.
But it doesn't take long to find the cause of the abnormality on the scan.
You need to get a new bra, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It needs to be bigger. That's what the picture was. See?
Yeah, okay.
That's what the picture shows, you see.
Thank you very much again, once again.
The cause of the alarm is put down to the woman's bra.
All right, now I'm sure you had to go through that, all right?
Having completed both customs and immigration checks, she's free to continue her travels. Gatwick is the second largest airport in the UK, and numerous flights land from the Caribbean every day.
Slow this one a little bit. Thank you.
Officers are observing passengers from a Trinidad and Tobago flight, and sniffer dog Lucy is using her sensitive nose to search for traces of drugs. A lone female passenger has caught the eye of officers, so she's pulled over in the customs channels to answer a few questions about her visit to the Caribbean.
Do you know anybody out in Trinidad and Tobago? Do you have friends out there?
Well, this is my friend there in Tobago.
Oh, right, okay, so you stayed with him or her?
Yeah.
Is it a lady or a man?
It's a man.
A man, okay, right. Okay, so you've come back, these are all your bags, are they? This and this here? You know everything that's in these bags, you pack them yourself?
But the woman starts to get upset because she's already had her bag searched in Trinidad and Tobago.
Did you pay for your trip yourself?
My friend paid.
Oh, your friend who lives out there, is it? Okay.
And I don't think he's a drug dealer.
Okay.
Officer John is immediately alarmed by the woman's last comment.
Do you use drugs or anything, or does your friend use drugs as far as you're aware?
What do you mean drugs?
Class A, what we call Class A, cocaine, heroin?
Never used any drugs.
That's great. Thank you for letting me know.
A swab test is carried out on the woman's suitcase.
Okay, wait me one moment.
The test will show whether the woman has come into contact with any drugs on her visit to the Caribbean.
It's come up as positive for contact with cocaine. So I'll ask the lady now, she can explain why that would be in her case. I'll just ask her a few more questions. Okay, madam, that machine test has come up positive for contact with cocaine. Is there any reason, as I say, ask again, do you use cocaine or does your friend use cocaine as far as you're aware?
The woman gets tearful, which raises John's suspicions even further.
But you don't use it, you're certain about that? Okay. Well, because of that, it means I do need to turn it out and have a quick look inside it, okay? Don't worry, don't get upset. Don't worry.
They put something in my bag.
Well, let's see. How long have you known your friend?
Not very long.
Okay. And how do you know him? From
I met
where?
him in London. He lived in London and he just moved there with a business and he looks like he's really having a business and he's a respected person. I don't know.
Okay.
Clearly, the woman doesn't know her male friend very well. John has further doubts about her story.
Has he forced you to bring anything here?
No.
Are you sure? Because now's the time to let me know.
He hasn't given me anything. Like, he hasn't told me anything to carry with him for him.
Right, just have a quick scan through the X-ray. It's just at the end of the hall there, so if you just wait for me and have a look what I'm doing, can you just stay there? She's tearful and she seems quite nervous. And she said one comment that got me a bit interested. She said, "Oh God, I hope he hasn't put anything in my bag," which is an odd thing for somebody to say.
The X-ray of the bag will show if the woman knows more than she's letting on.
The case doesn't appear to have any concealments in it. It's very light.
Nothing is found hidden in the suitcase, but Officer John isn't finished with the woman yet.
How come my bag is a reading if there's anything in there?
Well, that's what's intrigued me. That's what's intrigued me.
The mystery behind the high cocaine trace means the search is taken to the next level.
Now, as I say, I've had a look in your bag. I'm satisfied there's nothing in there. I'm quite happy about that. But sometimes people do bring in drugs on their body or inside their body. And what I'd like to do is to do a search, check, my female colleague's going to do that, just to check to see that you're not carrying anything on your body. Because of the high reading and because of where you've come from, that's my concerns. Okay?
Despite the woman's tears, she's led away to have a strip search.
Right, if you just want to take a seat for a minute, because I've just got some forms and stuff to fill out, all right?
The woman's shoes are also taken away to be swab tested. Positive traces of drugs found from this test often suggest that the passenger is carrying drugs inside their body.
That's quite a low reading for cocaine on the shoe, not anywhere near what was in the bag. And where she's come from, Trinidad and Tobago, then that maybe isn't an unreasonable background contamination.
Nothing is found during the strip search, and John is happy she's not carrying anything illegal.
Thank you very much for your patience with us, all right? We're happy there that you've got nothing, so you're free to go on your way as soon as you're ready. Thank you. The strip search is very invasive. We wouldn't do that for no reason whatsoever. That's quite a big thing, and obviously she was quite upset by that. We're not going to do a body scan unless it actually is justified, and in this instance that wasn't warranted, so we didn't proceed to that. And I believe that she didn't have any prohibited or restricted goods on her this morning.
At Gatwick Airport, holidaymakers have just returned to the UK from Ibiza. Young travellers visiting the party island are often stopped and checked for the presence of drugs on their return. The baggage of one such passenger has tested positive for the presence of cocaine and amphetamines.
Okay, so it's very high, it just went off the scale. Yeah. When I sort of asked him if there's likely to be anything there, he got very tetchy.
Yeah, he's been quite tetchy since.
Okay.
Due to the unusually high reading, Officer Andy decides to take the passenger for a strip search.
Right, sir, I'd like to have a word with you in a private office, please. Okay, if you'd like to come with me with your bags.
All right.
Thank you.
Can I just ask, do you know how long this is going to be?
Difficult to say at this time, okay? I'll explain everything when we get in there, yeah.
Andy's colleague Kathy has gained some important information about the passenger's health.
He's narcoleptic and he hasn't had any medication. He hasn't eaten or drunk for 2 days. So he's come back because he started having mini seizures.
Right.
So just be careful.
Yeah, okay. Can you let the senior officer know?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks. Right, my colleague's just said to me that you suffer from epilepsy. Is that right? Yeah. And are you actually okay at the moment, or?
Well, I've come back to get home and sort things out. I've been up for 2 days. I haven't got any medication right now.
Do you need medication urgently?
Not right now.
Okay, but for a few minutes, you're okay?
Yeah, no.
No.
Despite his health issues, the passenger is happy to proceed with the search.
You've got the right to object, okay?
No, that's all right. I'll get home and done with it.
Thanks.
As well as a strip search, the man's shoes are taken away to be swab tested. A drug hit from this test may suggest he's carrying packages inside his body. And with another extremely high trace, the man has more explaining to do.
No. Looking up traces of cocaine. So be taking or using any controlled substance.
Why would your trainers be?
Check, open them up.
No, it's not a case of that. It's like you might have stuff inside you.
Inside of me?
Yeah.
Do an X-ray on me.
An X-ray will be the quickest way to know if the man is telling the truth.
Okay. Right, because of that, okay, I've got to arrest you.
You can arrest me?
Okay, I'm arresting you on suspicion of the illegal importation of a controlled drug.
Okay.
I must caution you, don't have to say anything, but it may harm your defence if you do not mention when questioned something which you later rely on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
The man's fate now hangs on the results of the X-ray.
So what I'd like you to do is breathe in, hold your breath, and it will carry you along to the end. And we'll stop, okay? And be as still as you can. Breathe in. Very still. It's great. Yeah, come out. Thank you. So, yeah, you haven't got anything. I appreciate your cooperation.
That's all right.
Thank you. So you're no longer under arrest. I don't know about nervous, but you seem quite edgy and trying to hurry me up. You know that. I mean, some passengers are like that anyway, but that's how he seems. So all in all, I thought there was some reasonable grounds, you know, to search him. But anyway, I appreciate your cooperation.
With nothing found on the passenger, he's free to go.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. Bye then. Bye.